Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My voice might be a little crackly. I got that bug, whatever that bug was, going around at the beginning of the week. So, I'm still kind of recovering here. This is for the new week challenge in the Artful Crafts group by Kim. And we're doing a theme of butterflies for the month. Last week we did like lace and or boho style butterflies with bling and, you know, different kinds of embellishments. This week I want to go more toward the paper route, but I'm leaning towards one. I think my next journal is probably going to be kind of a grungy, I don't want to say Tim Holtz style. I do Tim Holtz kind of stuff, but I just use whatever I want. Not necessarily all Tim Holtz products, but I do have a lot of his stuff. So anyway, I was going to mention this, so I will go back and edit this video later because I don't have my actual real prototype made. But a few weeks ago, I started working on these. And these are layered, I don't know if you want to call them layered or stacked tags. They're not dangling tags, they're just all glued together, but I saw this idea in from Tracie Fox, and there's a bunch of people that were doing these also in her group. I want to say Foxy Crafters. I don't know if I got the group name right, but I am so in love with the concept. I made mine a little bit different. I think some of mine are hanging off the edge. I'm not good with boundaries, so a lot of my stuff sticks out. I'm going to kind of use this. I want to make more of these. I made a whole bunch of parts to do a whole bunch of tags, and I got exactly 3 done. And it took me a while to get these 3 done. These ones were made with, I guess she had a kit version. Mine were the no kit version because I really like just doing my own stuff. So I use, there's a few digitals in backgrounds and things. I cut out and or modified various size tags. Mine are probably bigger than the ones they did, I think. But for me, this is small. I'm used to working very big, even on tags, so this was a little small for me. But it was neat. They're just more fun and conversational pieces, and some might go in pockets, and some might get glued to a page. I don't know. Some of them might end up on a cover someday. But I made these, but I want to do a few more because I have a lot of leftover parts still, and I might maybe make a few more parts. But I basically, because these smallest tags, I think 1, 2, yeah, there's most of these, the ones I did have mostly 3 tags. Actually, this one doesn't. I use this base layer, and then I use this, I don't know what you call it. I keep calling it bookmark shape. It's not bookmark, I guess, but that pennant style tag on it, and then just embellishment. So this is really more of a 2Z instead of a 3 shape. But that one's 2 also, I guess. Okay, anyway, this one has 3. So I'm going to make some more of these parts and put these things together, but because the smallest layer is pretty small, I use postage stamps for my embellishments. But for this week, I kind of want to change these up a little bit, and I'm going to use butterflies for the embellishment. So this will be my butterfly project for the week. So I'll get some things kind of organized here. I'm not quite ready yet, but I'll probably have to make a few things on screen, and then I'll do some stuff off screen and then start embellishing. But I have all these things I'd gotten out. These ones I already had pre-purchase tags. These ones I made out of rectangle, and then I just kind of, well, I couldn't find my decal scissors. So I deckled them by hand, but I just grunged it up with some stuff and outlined some things. So these things are parts I kind of already had out. I just need to kind of cover them with either paper or grunge them up or something. But there's a lot of splatters on these because that's where the grungy thing comes in. And anybody who wants to play along, you don't have to do grungy. You can do any style you want. It's just basically make a tag with a little some kind of a tag, or you could do layered tags if you want to do something kind of like this, or you can do any kind of little cluster or anything, but the idea is you're going to layer some kind of embellishments together, and you're going to put a little butterfly on it. And that'll be what our project for this week will be. I'm just really into grungy right now. If you want to do shabby chic, if you want to do some other style, bright and springy, whatever kind of theme you want to do, this is going to help me because I don't have any stuff ready to go. So I'm trying to make some parts that I can use in a grungy type journal, and then I will start actually making my cover. So this challenge this week is going to help me get a little bit more stuff built out. But I haven't done grungy butterflies in a long time. I've been mostly doing pretty and shabby chic and a lot of lace. So it's hard for me to put my lace away this week. A piece still might work its way in. We'll see. So let me get organized and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm still not super organized, but I got a few things out. What I did on those tags, I don't know, that's still not a good example, I guess. This was the better example. You're doing backgrounds, like, if you want, this is assuming you want the grungy style. Regardless of what style you do, you're going to cover them with digitals or found text or whatever kind of papers you have. It could be painted papers, whatever just speaks to you, but you want interesting things and you want contrast so that you can see between your layers. I think most of the people in Tracie's group are doing more neutrals. I had this blue file folder I really liked, and I've still got little bits laying around here and there. Oh, I did that side already. I was going to cover that. Okay, I already did this one, it looks like. I was going to use the color as it is, so I just added stamping and splatters in black and white ink. Doesn't have to be neutrals, can be whatever you want, but it's the idea of the layers. And then when you start putting stuff on there, you'll still see interesting stuff around the edges. That's the part I really like. I'm a layer girl, so when I saw these things, I was like, oh yes. But I added snippets and stuff to mine, because that's just kind of my thing, I guess. It's hard for me not to use little scraps. So that's what I'm going to do. This one I cut out of a bingo card. And it really has nothing on there but edging in this. Oh, and then I don't know. I swear Tracie talked me into it. I never wanted one of these. I got these punches, and I didn't understand it before because I kept thinking I don't want to be limited to those sizes, but it's really just the width. You make the tags as tall or short as you want. And then here's the other one I got. I got these on Amazon, but they probably have them a lot of places, but I've never wanted them before, but now that I have them, I probably will use them all the time because I just like the shape of the top. I think the difference was on Tracie's, she punched out her cardstock and she punched out her paper, and then she glued them together. I really don't like messing with that many steps and trying to layer things together. So when I do it, although I will have to do it, I guess, on this one because I already started the tag. I didn't punch this one out though, so I could do that on this one. Anyway, I was going to use some of this. Oh, this side. I'll use some of this piece right here. I like this really, really old text because I love that color that's on here. So I just glue my stuff together and then I punch it and edge it so that I don't have to be fussing around so much. I like the way this part looks though. Now, and then I really have a choice if I want, because sometimes I cover things up and sometimes I let the background show a little bit through. I don't know, these are our tags, but I actually consider them more embellishment things because they're so interesting, I guess. Okay. That's kind of rough cut out. Let me hold this up. If I use this, I think most of the blue is going to get covered up anyway. Oh, I see some empty stuff here. Let me just try it. And then you'll want different widths. What I think I ended up doing, I have a hard time getting these things centered. I doubt if any of mine, because really, you have these tracks in these things, That's assuming you use this. You can cut them by hand. You can trace another template, whatever you want, but I really like this idea. I really don't measure 1.5, 2 inches. I just have to make sure I don't go wider than 2.5. I just split the difference between these tracks because I really am a no measuring girl. Let me think about this. Yeah, it goes this way. Oh my gosh. All right, I forgot. This is extra heavy duty, so this may or may not work. I forgot this is not normal file folder I was using on these. I think these are the heavy duty ones. Oh, it did go through though. I'm shocked. Then this is where the grungy part of me kicks in because I have a hard time getting rid of these little scraps because they're interesting shapes. But I probably will not keep that one, I guess. Okay. Yeah, see, so after I cut that out, I don't have any of that blue showing up here anyway. So that worked out good. Oh, so I could put these, let me think about it. I think I could use these two together, actually. Oh, I have an idea. I never tried this one. This one's different. This one makes the top of the shape. This one makes the bottom. I never tried that before. Let me see. I might try this one and see if I can actually cut a pennant shape in the bottom. But I want to cut this blue off, and I don't want this one that much longer than my back tag. I do like him hanging off. It's just the way I am, I guess. So I will shorten this up a little bit. And then I'm going to try to make this into that pennant shape. I just never thought about trying that the other day. Oh, it could have been on here too. Oh, see, I have another option. Wish I had more of these. I do have more. I just was trying to find something that was already out. Okay. I kind of want on this one. I'm just going to cut the shape and then I'll figure it out. So now I will try to split the difference. This is the one where it's really going to tell if I don't get it in straight. And push it all the way back in there. I don't feel like this is straight, but we'll just give it a shot. Oh, there we go. Oh, good. It's closer than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Oh, look. It's not that far off the mark. I can go down here, or I can go up here. Actually, if I go up here, it's just going to cover the whole thing, so that might be okay, too. I'll do this. I like this. Okay, now I'm going to edge this. I have a lot of browns, but I find I go back to this color all the time. It's like my favorite. I don't know why. It's the Distress Oxide Gathered Twigs. I seem to be, actually, sometimes I go like this to get a darker line, but then over the parts I can't get, then I use my little cosmetic brush to get in there. Okay, so I got 2 layers figured out, so now I need something small in the center, and this will be the thing my butterfly goes on. I'm going to put some hardware on here, I think, though. I don't know if I want to go all the way to the top like this. Maybe I will. I do like it at the top, though, I think. Yeah, this one's definitely not straight. I'm wondering if I can get an eyelet. I was going to use an eyelet. I might go an eyelet through here and just eyelet these two together. I think I can do that. I already kind of had these little pieces made, though. Let me see if any of these work. This looks like a scrap I tore off of something. No, I don't want to do that. I want to cut, I want something with, oh, I forgot I had this. I think this was the point that came out of one of these. Oh, it's the point that came out of this one. I have another piece like this I saved because I just think the shape is neat. And they already have paper on them, so they're cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, I might have been thinking of this one, too. I think I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to cover it with this. This one's a good shape because it's, I'm still getting plenty of border sticking around. So I'm just going to cover up my bingo letters and do it with this. And really, if you don't have fancy punches, it is so easy to make this kind of a shape. I just make a template the way I like it, and then I can trace around it. But honestly, all you need is that little V. That's all it is. Okay, I kind of want it towards this side because I want to see if I can pick up some splatters. I can splatter, but I can't splatter over here because I'm filming with my phone, and it's brand new. I think that there are splatters on the other phone, but I'll try to keep this one splatter free a little bit longer before I mess it up. Oh, I guess not my own camera. I think other people use little scissors. I don't know what it is. I can't stand little scissors for some reason. I just try to do my best with big scissors. Maybe it's a throwback from kindergarten days when they would only let you use those little kid scissors with the rounded tips that didn't cut anything. I remember I was probably using adult scissors at home because that's all we had. And then I told the teacher, and then she wouldn't let me have the big scissors. And I was like, I want a pair that cuts. I remember telling him I want a pair that actually cuts something. I was probably the kindergarten teacher's nightmare. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna look for some rubber stamps or something to spruce this up a little bit more. Okay, you can't tell what the image is because I put it on this block. I think I used this word last week and I haven't gotten it back on the sheet and I don't want to lose it, so I just put it over here. It's a little music staff, it's actually kind of a cartoony one, but I test it first because this is a brand new stamp. And when gosh, that looks black. Maybe I'm looking at the underneath. I need to clean my blocks. You can see how often I clean it. Not. I tested on scrap paper first because sometimes the first, ooh, wow, that was the first impression. That's the first impression, and that was impressive. Except now I can see my stamp was upside down, so I know to turn it this way now. And I want it on this piece, and it's going to be oriented this direction, so this is how I'm going to go. Okay. There it is. Ooh, that was bright. Oh, okay, I was a little off camera, I guess. That's a little bright, but it looks cute. I don't know what it is. To me, butterflies and music always go together. I think it's the beating of the wings or something that reminds me of music, I guess. Okay, I'm going to put these together. So what I want to do, I'm going to raise this with the mounting foam, but not yet. I want to eyelet these two together. So I'm going to go off camera to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, one thing I noticed when I did this, and I wasn't thinking about it, the holes, I didn't make my own holes. They were already in the tags, and the holes are slightly larger than the eyelets I have, so it was wobbling back and forth, and I didn't like that, so I just glued this permanently onto the card, which I didn't get awesome glue. I'll probably touch it up with some Fabri-Tac or something under those tips, because it's going to bother me. I don't really want these hanging out on this style of tag anyway. I can touch it up more later too if it's not, if it doesn't hold good. Okay. Oh, I didn't get my foam tape out. I'll be right back here. Okay. I never had any of this stuff until a month ago. But I've been doing mixed media stuff for over 20 years. And I kid you not. This is one of those things, this is what's cracking me up. I've been a bookbinder for over 20 years. I didn't buy my first bone folder was from like 2 years ago. Can't live without it. Never bought a tag punch until like 3 weeks ago. Can't live without it. Never bought foam tape for mounting things until a month ago. Can't live without it. So I draw a hard line, I guess, on some things and say, I'm just going to find another way to do it. Which I don't. I know I can mount this with cards, a piece of cardboard under if I don't want to do that, but I already have it, so I said I'll use it. Okay, I want to look at this. This is a good size, so I'll cut a little piece of this and put under here. And it seems strange. You would think that this stuff wouldn't hold good, but it really does. It blows my mind. Actually, I'm going to put it this way because I like to have something under the tips, so I'll use this skinny stuff on the tips, I guess. Oops. Again, I don't really measure. That one might be more challenging, though. I'm probably going to have to cut these pieces shorter, I guess. It probably should be cut at an angle, but I don't know how to figure the angle out. Oh, I had a little piece that flew off. It would have been the right size, but I'll just cut another one. Okay. Oh, now this, I gotta have these numbers shown, so I hope it lines up right. It's not gonna line up correctly, but I'm gonna sacrifice the design because I really want these numbers. Now that I see these bolded numbers, I really want them showing. So my points are not gonna be lined up correctly, but I'm just gonna live with that. I am gonna try to line up the edge of this, though. I don't know if I'll get it, but... Oh, I see what's gonna happen. There's actually a line there, but I might have to just go to the edge of this, I guess. Okay. That's a little different design. than what I thought, but sometimes I make choices when I start doing things because I really liked these numbers on the side. So, so this is, and the truth of the matter is I am asymmetrical in design. I cannot help it. It's like part of my personality or something. So, that's why it's highly irregular for me to do something that looks the same on both sides. And if I tried, it still wouldn't be symmetrical. I just embrace the wonky because that's what I can do. I still need something under here though, so gosh, I wonder if this is terrible. This is what I do when I don't have exactly what I need. Oh wait, I start looking for stuff on my desk that's laying around. Because why? Because I'm too lazy to go get something else out. That's usually how my stuff works out. Yeah, I got this coffee. This is off of an apron or something. Coffee dyed and have been ripping down and using. I told you there's going to be fabric in this. It's unavoidable. It's just, it's another thing that's part of my DNA or something. And then I got to figure out, I brought I brought some, I don't know, I labeled this little drawer pollinators. I store my stickers and stuff in these little cosmetic drawers that slide out so I can take them to the table. I call it pollinators because it's bees, butterflies, and birds. I don't think there's very many bees in there, but there's a lot of butterflies and a handful of birds. Okay, see if I get this off of here. Okay. I cannot seem to do it unless it's got texture. That's why I go back to fabric and lace and textury things over and over. So this one is more, I got these stickers. They actually have those little foam dots too, but they're real tiny. Okay, I'm going to say no to that green. I might go this route and use that top one. Oh, look. This one looks similar. Oh, wait a minute. Is that supposed to be on there? Oh. This is probably off one of those sheets, but it was floating around in the bowl, so now it's somewhere else. I can tell you right now, if I use that, I'm taking that little tiny bling off. I don't like it. Oh, there was one more thing, a couple things I saw in here I liked. These ones. They're those transparent stickers. And I also have this yellow one. Oh man, the yellow. Again, these are one of those things you can't get apart. Oh my gosh, I think I got it on the first try. This must be the good brand. It's coming apart right away. Oh gosh, it was coming apart. Oh, so silly. I got it like on the very first try, and now I can't get it to peel back again. Or stay peeled back, I should say. Oh, I almost had it. Right there. Okay. Although, I want to put this at an angle, I guess, because I'm trying to preserve the music notes, but I got to remember, that's background, it's not foreground. So let's just deal with it. It actually is hanging over the edge on this side, but I think it'll be all right. Oh, and I didn't put my fabric on there. I didn't put my fabric on there, but I can't do it under that kind of butterfly anyway, I guess, so. It is what it is. Now, I gotta figure out, because I really want to use this now that I made this thing. Or got this thing ready. shoot, I'm just going to glue it down. Excuse me. You know what else? I have another scrap. I see things, and if I see something that looks like it goes, I just pick it up. Okay, I think I'm going to do this, and then I'll go see quickly if I can find a little tiny button. Because what else are you going to put on a grungy style that's going to bring this little tiny cluster together? Oh, it doesn't want to tear. All right, I will look for a button now. Okay. I got this little tiny little button. I cannot glue this down with Fabri-Tac. I know it will not hold. So I'm heating my glue gun up to use that. But I want to put a ribbon through here. Now that's going to be a trick. I just realized it's hard. So what I'm going to do, work on this ribbon while I heat my little glue gun here up. I want double threads. I don't know if this is going to be long enough. This is what I always do. I end up cutting it way longer than what I need. And then I waste a lot. Hate doing that, but it's a, I don't want to say a casualty, but oh, I guess it wasn't as hard to get it through as I thought. I just doubled it over. I'm going to trim the ends and make this 2 separate pieces once I get it through here. Oh, no, it didn't go through yet, did it? I think I can get it in there. There, I just got it. Okay. Oh, let me think about this. I think it'll be all right. Okay. I will, let's see. Try to even this up a little bit. Kind of, sort of. Alright, I'll trim these ends. Now, I don't know if this is the right approach or not. I'm just going to try to tie a knot, I guess, in a bow. I'm not a good bow person. Usually, like those ones you can tie without tying around anything, they are torture for me. It takes me like 20-30 minutes to get one tied. You'll never see me do that on camera, I'm just saying. Hopefully this works. Go this way. It might be better to tie this before I glue this anyway. Because I can reposition things a little. Okay. Oh, don't lose your button. I think the challenge on this one is I'm trying to do with 2 ribbons. Okay. It's a little wonky, but I actually don't mind it. Now here's the trick. There's going to be a button there. I don't know that I can get this twisted around enough to make it kind of even out. I guess I could try to go this way a little bit. This one is going to be wonky, but it actually looks kind of cute. Hopefully that will hold, but... Okay. I think this might be enough. Oh, where'd my button go now? Here it is. I want just enough to hold, not enough to get burned. Oh, it might not be ready yet. Oh, it's coming out. It doesn't take very much. I don't know how other people do it. I put a little too much, and I make it squish up through the holes, and that's what holds it on. Okay. All right. I think I got it. Okay, that took a little while, so I'm only doing one for this. I will try to make one more of these probably and do for the challenge part, and I'll post it in the group. But here's my little layered tag. I still feel like it needs a little piece of hardware, I guess, but this is good enough. I'll put hardware on the other one. All right, cool. Thank you so much, you guys.